What's up, Sharks? I'm Tim Laux. I'm here today seeking $300,000 in exchange for 10% equity in my company. So drinks on tap are becoming more popular now than they've ever been before. Kegs and draft systems are big, expensive, and not portable. Probably can't even fit it in the fridge. There's no way that's happening. Kegs had problems until now. Meet Square One, the world's most efficient mini keg ever. Square One has the ultimate cool factor by providing more volume in less space, lets you bring not just beer, but your favorite drink on tap just about anywhere. Sharks, sitting in front of you is your very own Square One. I've filled it with a tasty beverage. Pour yourself a glass, and let's get down to business.
Wow. I like you, and I don't even know you.
Oh man, I mean that was a missed opportunity there. I feel like to have a fridge that you just slam everything out of the fridge, jam the keg in there, but it's okay. It's okay. You had a great delivery with the tiny Square Keg that fits. You know, maybe that looks like it could fit in one of the mini fridges, maybe on a boat or anywhere that has a mini fridge. I almost feel like it's so small that you could maybe add its own mini compressor or something like that on a slightly larger version, and then you don't, it's just literally plug it in and you're ready to go, and it's already insulated and it keeps it cold for up to so many hours and things like that. Just throwing it out there, Anyway, we're gonna check out Tim's website at the end here, so stick around for that.
So Peter, Mark, and Damon, you guys have beer. Mr. Wonderful, you have a vodka nitro espresso martini.
Oh, damn.
And Lori, yours is a John Daly. So it's the alcoholic vodka version of an Arnold Palmer.
Wait, we need to do a toast to the Chevrolet Testament.
Hey! What do you think of that one, Mr. Wonderful?
Pretty good, actually.
This is really good.
So this is CO2 in this cartridge?
So yours is the only one that's actually running on nitrogen. So that's a new product release.
I always thought that draft beer, there was something fresher about that.
Sure.
But if you're putting mixed drinks in there, what's the value in that?
Sure. So the value, in the home space is, for instance, when we go out on the boat or we're doing things outdoors, we can batch a whole gallon of cocktails that we're going to take with us, like margaritas. Super simple to bring with us.
Then anybody can serve themselves.
You make this like a little draft pourer of any kind of drink. But wine, you don't do wine in this.
You can do wine in this, right?
So we actually have a wine product in the hopper that'll run on argon with a different wine spout. We're not quite there yet, but that's kind of our third product.
Tell us how all the pieces fit together.
So basically, Square One, it's 128 ounces, so it holds either 2 growlers worth of beer, 8 pints, 28 ounces.
That's a 12-pack almost.
Yep, just about a 12-pack. Basically, you would fill it with your beverage of choice, whether it's a cocktail or beer, and then assemble the tap, and then you pressurize it so it runs on CO2
then
or nitrogen.
it's good until it's finished.
Wait, tell me how to disassemble it so I can go put in another drink.
Sure, so basically everything's threaded. It's got a pressure release valve on this side. So before you do any disassembly, you would pull the pressure.
So right here?
Yep, but you want to turn the valve off to the left.
Right.
You sure you want to be doing that?
David, where are you going?
My hands are so
You know,
blow your head off. Turn this thing, pull this out.
Pressurized thing on there.
Do this.
Yep. I was trying to help you.
I knew that was going to happen.
Wow, Robert's not even on this episode. Mark's picking up the slack here. Mark is Roberting again.
He said it was saving that.
Wow. Meanwhile, while he's blowing himself up, Tim.
It's all about sales. Come on, let's go.
You must have, we're going to get it, because obviously 3 million is quite a big valuation. You must have good sales so far.
So we've sold over 4,000 units. Right now, lifetime sales are over 1.4 million.
Wow.
There you go.
Over what
Last
period of
12
time?
months?
Over a year.
Yeah.
Wow.
And what have you made out of that, Tim?
So we lost about $250,000 last year. This year, we're on track to make a 15% net.
Okay.
This is going to be our first profitable in the month, and we're on track to do over 200 grand this month in sales.
Damn, nice.
And how much are they?
So that one right there in front of you retails for $259.
$250.
What
Okay.
what does it cost?
It costs us $130. We make them in Washington State. Last May, we set up our own manufacturing facility where we started adding and refining our processes so we could get the costs down to where we could be profitable.
So I'm buying these things as a consumer for my home.
Correct.
This is not for a business.
But it could be, right?
But yes, so we focused 100% direct to consumer on this. really the vision was in the commercial market. When COVID hit, we're like, okay, we're spending a lot of money developing and creating these products, but we got to start bringing some money back through the door.
And Tim, how did you come up with this then? What made you think of this?
I mean, well, before we get there, like, yeah, commercially, I could see you having like a double size one or a triple size one. I guess it is insulated, but it still probably needs to be cold. So maybe kept in like a cooler. I'm not really. Maybe I'm missing it, but I'm not really clear on that part. But like if you doubled it or tripled it, like backs of limos, you got like draft beer right there or whatever cocktail right there in the limo. I mean that is and there's probably exists already maybe, but this could be a lot more contained versus like having a limo have it built in, like so you could get it in like the Everyman limo instead of the only the most extravagant of limos that are out there, the ones that have pools in the back or whatever. I don't know, whatever people are doing with limos in these days or 20 years ago. But I think there's clearly a market for it. The 250,000 loss, not great out of the gate, but it's you take that as an investment, you take that loss and put it towards future, write-offs and things of that nature. The thing that does have me concerned though is the price. So it's costing him $130. It's $230. He's selling it for $259. So he's doubling it, but like there's no chance for retail at that point at $259 unless he gets his cost down to half of $130. Otherwise, he's not making monies.
So I've always been an idea guy, never really took action on any, but it was November 2017. I woke up in the middle of the night, and for some crazy reason, I was thinking about the inefficiencies of round kegs. And I'm like, everywhere they're stored, everywhere they're transported, everywhere they're refrigerated are square rectangular spaces.
Yep.
I just thought it would be a huge value.
But Tim,
I love that. Like, having being somebody whose brain is like, not as on as I used to be. Once I had kids, it slowed down. But being somebody whose brain is on like pretty much all of the time, I can appreciate thinking out like these different types of problems. And yeah, that you are losing. You're always losing some kind of inefficiency by not being able to square off a pallet or square off a trailer or square off a storage area somewhere for it.
All of us being potential partners, how often do you wake up at 2:30 in the morning thinking about a more efficient way to get hammered?
Never, but I guess I was lucky.
Yeah, right?
Tim, so it is very, very cool, but I don't really comprehend the value of it because I'm not a tap drinker, so I'm a little stuck there. I don't think I get it as much,
Sure.
So I'm out.
Well, as somebody who doesn't drink at all, I get this. I get it. Like it makes a lot of sense. I'd love to. It'd be cool to see like soda pop. Have a soda pop one, and then you could make like your custom mocktails and things of that, and put it right there in the Square Keg.
Thank you.
So, Tim, I have an important question because I'm in the wine industry. There's a lot of delivery systems that actually try and keep wine from spoiling after you've had a little bit of a bottle. You put argon or nitrogen gas in it. Is the one you're making for wine, could I put 3 bottles of Chardonnay in here, and then would the system, I'm asking if this is a plan, you're going to use argon gas to seal that surface from any oxygen hitting it.
Correct.
So for the next 2 weeks, I could be pulling out a glass of Chardonnay?
100%.
Well, that is a cool idea.
Tim, it's cool. Listen, it did pique my interest. Now, I'm a wine drinker, right? What would be really cool is if you get that one figured out, I hope you'll come back in the tank with that.
Sure.
You don't have it right now, so I think you're onto something. I wish you good luck, but I'm out.
Thanks, Corey.
Yeah. It is cool. I think that's a real, again, so somebody who doesn't drink, I think it's really cool to preventing waste, being more efficient. I think is definitely.
I can't see how I could help you turn this into a great business. I think it's a really neat invention, but I just can't scale this with you. So for that reason, I'm out.
Can we get a royalty deal?
I love the product. I really, really do. Obviously, I'm clumsy with it. I'm not good with mechanics at all. I see the value for it. I'll definitely try to buy some because I think you have a hit. I just don't know where I would fit with it. So for those reasons, I'm out.
Thanks, Mark.
You're welcome.
Everybody out?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm intrigued, okay? When is the wine product coming?
In less than 3 months.
Why didn't you say that to me?
I guess I just didn't say it.
So I'm really intrigued with the white wine in the fridge and the red wine sitting out on the bar with the argon or nitrogen gas. That's a very cool idea. The industry's been trying to solve for that for 20 years.
Absolutely.
All right, I'll give you the 300K. I want 20%.
Whoa.
I'll tell you why.
He's
I
gonna
mean, you
move on
need
that.
someone like me to help you blow this up online because really you want to sell it direct to consumers.
So what do you
wanna
think, Tim?
No, I think it's great. I honestly, I know Mr. Wonderful has great senses in this space when it comes to beverage. Would you consider doing the 300 for 15% and meet me in the middle?
No.
Come on, Kevin.
It's a simple product. I like what you've done. I mean, other than Mark blowing himself up. But it's going to be work for me. I get behind this. We'll make a lot of money together. It looks beautiful. It fits in the fridge. And I'm going to take a flyer on it. I want 20%.
I think you should flip it around on them, right? They always say, oh, well, it's just 5% when we're making all this money, you're not going to notice 5%. Flip it on them. They know, he knows that they're going, especially with the wine, going to knock it out of the park, especially if you can keep that $259 price. Plus you get the cartridge, business, at least until knockoffs, come knocking, take some of that business away from you as far as the cartridges go. But you can always say quality, if you have the parts per million or whatever of the cartridge is what it's supposed to be versus these other guys are filling it with a little bit of air and changing their lowering their costs, and that's why they're able to sell it at things. And they haven't even talked about that subscription model for the gas. There's things that would be neat that they could have came up with. It is weird that he didn't think that 3 months was a short period of time, especially considering that it could be 3-4 months before this episode even aired, from the time in which they're talking. So we're gonna find out. The wine one's available now.
Let's do it.
Take the ride. Yeah, let's go.
Smart, Tim. Well done.
Good job, Tim.
It's beautiful. It's
Kevin,
beautiful.
thank you.
You did a great
Congrats,
job.
Tim.
Congrats.
Thank you,
Congrats,
guys.
Tim.
Appreciate
Well
it.
done, Tim. It's fantastic.
Thanks, man. All right, ciao.
Thanks, Kevin.
I like that deal.
Kevin.
I like that deal,
I think it's a great deal.
Square Keg's been my life on the side from my day job for 5 years. It's been a complete grind, but it's enabled me to leave the corporate handcuffs behind once and for all. And now that I'm working with Mr. Wonderful, I'm super confident we're going to take this thing to the moon.
Yeah, I'm confident as well. Tim, I'd love to have you come on the show for an interview. So as seen on Shark Tank, right there, big boom, faces. You got handshakes. You got as seen on Shark Tank. Let's see, limited stock holiday bundle, $269, Square One mini keg. If I was into drinking alcoholic beverages, I probably would get one. $269 is not out of the range. I guess the question, you got the margaritas there, they're showing off, which is great. Again, people enjoying the product. That's what you want to be showing when you're doing when you're putting together websites. They have a $3.99 Square Nitro edition. I guess that's for the certain coffee based drinks, there's other drinks, but what they don't have is here you go, here's the canisters at $24 for a 12 pack, so $2 per canister. I mean, that's not bad at all. That doesn't seem unreasonable. You can get 50 pack for $125. But what I am curious about though is where is the wine one, and do they answer the wine question here on what taps and gauges gases are compatible with each. Wine tap is in the future, so the wine tap has not come to fruition yet. Let's check out social media. So Facebook, we got 4,700 Facebook likes. Great to see. Got some engagement going there, which is good, especially with a product like this. 10,000, over 10,000 followers over on Instagram with some program, quite a bit of engagement on some of the posts. This, what is this post? This is from a week ago, so that's looking pretty good there. TikTok. Probably could be doing more with TikTok. Only 1,000 followers on TikTok, 406 likes. And over on the YouTube, we got 191 subscribers. And I wonder if some of these were maybe ads. Like that has 12,000 views on the instructional. Well, maybe not. Maybe there people are watching it after they get theirs and they're watching it a couple of times. Not sure. Anyway, Tim, I'd love for you, if you watch this video and made it to this part, I'd love for you to come on for an interview. Just drop a comment down below. Like Ducky Fuzzy Duck says, no mustache, LOL. Yeah, no, that was just for Movember. My wife is much happier for it. But hey, it'll be back. Don't worry. November's just around the corner. Anyway, I'll see you in one of these two videos right here. Take care and go be super.